And welcome to Laughfinder, everybody. The tabletop gaming podcast that's just too sweet.
That's how that I just had an appointment with my doctor,
Okay.
and she
well,
looked at my blood results, and I said, "How's my diabetes?" And she said my blood was too sweet.
man, I'm liking that. Quick. You know what? I'm not going to get any deeper with it. Be like, hey, survey says, does Tommy Sambazo have a healthy diet? And then you're all be like, boo. And then I'll be like, score one for the good guys. As again, we're just selling this podcast. We are now celebrating the life and times of Scott Razor Ramon Hall.
Wasn't he a different character before he was Razor Ramon?
He was a guy, Aaron. Interesting story about the genesis of the Razor Ramon character. Now, when he originally had gone to meet with Vince McMahon, Vince McMahon's like, you do voices, you do anything. So Scott Hall starts doing an impression of fucking Tony Montana from the movie Scarface. Now, here's the thing: is apparently Vince McMahon, so he's all like doing like the. Hey, hey, Chico, you want to mess with the bad guy or whatever. Vince McMahon had never seen the movie Scarface and thought that Scott Hall had created all of this himself, and was like, that's brilliant. You're going to go out there and you're going to do that as Razor Ramon, and that was actually the genesis of the character. It was very hard for all of us when we found out that, no, he was just a white man from Southern Maryland.
Yeah. He was from Southern Maryland?
St. Mary's County.
Technically, so was Al Pacino.
Wow. Man. I find that a little harder to believe, but I buy it.
Yeah, Al Pacino wasn't from.
He could. I mean, we all talk like this in Southern Maryland.
Lusby from Dunkirk.
He's like, I'm from Hollywood, Maryland.
Hey, what's up, Chuck?
One thing I can say about Scott Hall, he's got a great ass.
God, that's just my favorite.
It's covered in bed sores.
You got your head all the way up.
I will say, right before we go live, we were supposed to, well, before we start the show, whatever.
Okay.
But we were supposed to go see Lou's 6-year-old niece's birthday party was on in PA, and she specifically asked if I didn't have anything to do, if I would be coming to her party. So she was very excited. And then luckily we woke up and it was snowing outside, so I didn't have to pay $80 to go to a 6-year-old's birthday party. And I was like, hey, Lou, I'm going to do an impression. And you guess who it is. And I was like, and she was like, who's that? I'm like, that's your 6-year-old niece crying because nobody came to her birthday party.
Jesus Christ. Man, I think I just said hello to the bad guy.
Well, at least she closed her tent when she went to sleep on that safari.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right, you guys ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right, we're rolling in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Laughfinder.
Hey guys, welcome to Laughfinder, Baltimore's premier Pints-based comedy podcast. I'm Tommy Simbazo. And I'll be playing hentai lemongrass. Okay, we're getting past that. Ben is not here. Ben is, again, he is traveling, or as we like to call it, on the lam. Running from the fuzz.
Okay, so he's doing that freedom convoy to keep cuties on Netflix.
We did have Eric and I performed for the Polar Bear Plunge, which benefits the Special Olympics. So they had a big comedy show at the new, what's that called?
FPX Theater, which I don't even think it's considered new anymore. It's been open for like, I think a year now.
Yeah.
COVID.
About.
But I mean, the last time I've been in that movie theater, I was going to a premiere of The Fifth Element.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Decades.
Yeah. So, but now they've revamped it. It's the nicest place in that parking lot, easily. And it's shares the parking lot with Hip Hop Fish and Chicken. I will say, however, there was 400 people there. 400 people came. It was a sold out show. I do want to point out one thing that because Eric and I both had amazing sets.
Are you talking about the end thing that
Yes,
happened? Okay.
but we did
before
both
we get
fly
there,
too close to the sun with our sets.
before
Um,
you even get there, Tommy, can we talk about the groundbreaking news? And people who are long listeners of Laughfinder would probably know about the saga as it's been detailed in our Patreon, I believe. It had to have been at some time.
Yeah.
But you made at one time you had an enemy that you have now mended a bridge with, and
she
I think
was
it's
never
a Simbazo first.
She was never my enemy. It was sort of like if I were Joe of GI, if I were Duke from GI Joe, and my enemy was Cobra Commander. This is me making peace with the Baroness. If that makes any sense.
That is true. That's an easy forgiveness, right?
Honestly,
there.
I'm gonna say with her feature more of a Destro, but go on.
No, but Kim Ambrose, I'm still calling her Kim Ambrose. Kim Coachella was there.
I was just calling her Kim Chella.
Kim Chella. That was, yeah. We shipped them. It's now
Yeah,
Kim
it's
Chella.
Kim Chella, dude.
People were like, hey, what are you drinking out of that bottle? Is that kombucha? No, it's Kim Chella. But so Kim, there was a moment where we were both walking towards each other in a hallway, and I stopped her. I said, hey, look, I know this is awkward. But look, things got crazy, and I'm sorry for my part that I had in it, and I miss you. And then we hugged, and then we had a shot and stuff. So, I mean, it's fine. We were talking a little bit about it before the show, and I said once I got her in and I whispered in her ear, I was like, your first mistake was letting me get this close. And I hit the suicide button on my piss and cum vest that I was wearing. I leaned
that
in
was
and said,
heartwarming.
Allahu Akbar, and fucking. But then no, okay. So we do this big event where we did great. Both Eric and I got a little too addicted to the energy of the crowd, and maybe did one joke longer than we should have. But still knocked it out of the park. Great. Such a great night. At the end of the night, it turns out we had raised $10,000 for the polar bear plunge.
Wow.
Yeah.
For Special Olympics Maryland.
And
our jokes, me and Tommy's combined jokes probably credited to at least like 200.
At least.
At least. Me
So
at the other $93.
now they had a
$193.
representative from the Special Olympics there to accept the check and everything.
Now, to be clear, I thought this was just a regular ass dude representing the Special Olympics.
Now,
okay?
hearing that he was having conversations with people, it was a little on the Michael Winslow side where he kept making these sound effects. But I thought I was right there until I was backstage. Eric wasn't backstage, and someone happened to say that, hey, this guy is actually a Special Olympian. And when he said that, everything made sense. I was like, okay, all right, okay. Well, then I get it all now. We go out on stage at the end of the show for curtain call, thank you, good night. We've raised all this money, and they have this giant check that they're handing to this guy. And they handed me a sign that said on one side Special Olympics, the other side said thank you. So I have a pretty large sign. Then they're I think his name was like David or something. They're like, David, what events are you going to be competing in? And he's like,
Yeah, he rolls out an entire list, like the list of Jericho's holds. If you're only Brian understands.
No, I get it.
but
That's always like.
He goes, we're going to do. I'm going to say it in regular voice, but he goes, we have swimming and shot put and long distance running, and he goes through. And I'm thinking in my head, I was just like, this is such a tasteless bit to be doing
Eric
as a person,
is dying
and I'm crying. But I notice, I look to my left and I see Tommy. He's hiding his laughter, and I go, "Oh God!" And I lean in. I'm like, "Wait a minute, this isn't a bit." And he goes, "No, you monster!" And I go, and now me and Tommy are both hiding behind a side, having a full Jimmy Fallon moment on stage at the worst possible.
I can't believe that you thought that this guy was doing a super sick Special Olympian bit.
I mean, Jesus.
That's why I was laughing so hard. I was
This
like,
crowd-
this is so tasteless.
You didn't get a pop out of this crowd when you mentioned, and I quote, "my daughter's pussy." But this guy going full Simple Simon is crushing.
Hey, listen, I laugh at the things that amuse me in this world, and the purity of that man reading off those sports, and then the realization of my own stupidity, all coming at the same time, is a powerful moment, I think, for me as a performing artist.
Well, guys, speaking of Special Olympians,
What?
this next man is so special that he won the Olympics of my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, and you know what? Since from out of nowhere, I have to poop really bad right now. Brian's going to take over introducing everything until I get back. So ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Preston.
Oh, all I want to do is want to zoom, and boom, boom. Just introduce yourself.
All I want to do is zoom, and a boom, boom.
Buy a Mazda Miata.
Ah, man, no, I don't want to be like...
Zoom.
Oh, no, I don't want to have someone mocking me relentlessly for buying a Mazda Miata, like when my dad bought a Mazda Miata. I'm kidding. They're very fancy. They're fun. You know what? They're fun to drive, little convertibles.
You have a Mazda Miata?
No,
That's
I drive
hearing?
I drive a Toyota Corolla. My father used to drive a Mazda Miata.
Oh, okay.
And anyway,
It's kind of a lady's car, though, isn't it?
It is, Aaron. And you know what? That is the kind of lambasting he would receive often from me about just.
He smoked Capris while he was.
No, it's Virginia Slims. Get it right, motherfucker. It's where the flavor lives, or what the shit ever. But no, actually, yeah, they're fun cars to drive. We gotta dial some of this Mazda Miata hate back. A little bit about me. All I've been up to this month is I mutilated my right hand in a hilarious accident on Friday. It's
Disc golf?
No, Aaron. It actually prevented me from playing disc golf all weekend. It is on my throwing hand. Well, that and the weather. But pretty much, I was walking down my stairs, and one of the light fixture above my front door has jagged glass on the bottom of it. And I threw my hands up like a muppet, as one does when they think they're going to fall down the stairs. I just slashed that motherfucker up, down to the white meat, as the late Bernie Mac would say. And I'm there just bloody hand wrapped in a sock in the Walgreens parking lot at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was only 15 minutes late for work. So it's a
dedication.
You know what? Pretty much anything to avoid paying to go to a hospital. And you know what? I say that as a motherfucker with health insurance. But so I went there. I got all.
So how did you treat yourself? Duct tape or super glue or what?
I got some liquid skin on that bad boy. Just started, some of that, and then just pushing it back together, and we just pour that in there. And just wrapping it up, and then hopefully we'll be back on the links on Saturday. Amusingly enough, though, later that same weekend, a good friend of mine came over to do some work on my own basement. Garbage disposal's broken, and he also horribly injured himself on those same stairs. So the stairs are cursed or haunted. But I did not die laughing at a person with special needs. Now, speaking of dying laughing at a person with special needs existing, Baltimore's #1 polar bear himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Eric Woodworth.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. Reprising my role as the mighty Jordan, former AWF champion and hole sniffing dude. So the polar bear punch was it was good. I really enjoyed it. Not a whole lot. We kind of blew my load on my my intro there. I did write a new song this weekend, and it's it'll be on next week's episode of Quality Time. But it's a song about hand-me-down fleshlight. So I've really been branching out as an artist lately.
Okay.
Apart from that, nothing too crazy.
Did you do any of the
my life.
plunging yourself? Like, did you guys do jump into?
No.
It was not. There isn't an actual event this year, or is there?
No, there is. I think they're doing the super plunging this weekend. And when I was asked if I could do it, I just made up a lie, and I said I couldn't come. So, which is the right thing. I felt like the right thing to do. my sweet pussy jokes for 400 people, and I think that's enough. You know.
You don't want to end up overexposed in this category.
Yeah, and I'm just not. I'm not an ice bath kind of. I'm not an ice bath kind of guy. I'd rather just give you $20 than to actually get into the
so
bay.
that you can jump in the water. Right.
Yeah. How about that's what I'm just going to sponsor somebody else. That seems like the right thing to do.
Right.
More than anything. But how about you? Have you ever super plunged, Aaron?
You know, I have Swedish ancestors who live in northern Michigan. So my uncle has this cabin up there he built a sauna. And for entertainment, in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, most of the year there's lots of snow on the ground. So we would go in the sauna and get all steamed up and then go and roll in the snow and then go back in the sauna. Like that counted as entertainment in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Yeah, that's actually a big thing. That's a big thing for the Nordic peoples.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Clearly, I have the blood of the world's worst Viking that they would send out to do medial tasks to like. Oh yeah, why don't you sharpen the battle axes while we go do out all the raping and pillaging? Okay.
the latrine digging Viking.
Yeah, that was my job. I wasn't,
Ashley
nearly
said
good
that
enough.
Eric looks like the guy that used to come with the game Don't Break the Ice.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Ah man.
I was a kerplunk guy anyway.
Speaking of kerplunk, I just took a shit. It was
Yeah, you got a spring in your step when you walk back into the room.
oh man, it was one of those things where it hurt a lot, and I was like, it can't be that much. And then when I looked in the bowl, it was a breacher, like it had come up out of the water. And
Hell
it was
yeah.
like a tendril.
Got to tighten your shoelaces after that one.
That crapping.
Fuck yeah. Tommy, your background is framed like a horror movie. Like I keep looking at the door like it's gonna unexpected.
Oh, it's just
There
Lou.
you go.
It's just the ghost of Lou.
Uh-oh. Who doth put out these warm cuts?
These cuts are warm. Keep going, Brian. You got it. Keep going. Keep doing your
Okay.
shit.
Well, you know what? Speaking of our next guest on here, you've heard of board games. Get ready for the daddy from Don't Wake Daddy, the NPR rock god himself, Mr. Aaron Hankin.
Hey, thank you very much, everybody. It is me, returning in my role as Hemlock Lugosi, deep fetchling from the shadow plane with the sorcery and the discounts and the being scared when I'm by myself and away from the other hole-sniffing dudes.
Stay with us and stay frosty.
Where I got a little big for my britches and went wandering off by myself, and that didn't work out too well for me. No. Anyway, more about that in the recap. So yeah, nice to see you dudes. It's been a couple of weeks since we did the taping. You're all looking well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Thanks.
I'm excited to get down to business here. I'm not going to bore you with my boring life. I tied some fishing flies this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
I tied some Copper Johns. They're called Copper Johns.
Copper Johns.
Hell yeah.
What's at the top of the list currently for the Bureau of Curiosity that you're running?
Oh, I just did put out an episode today. Have you ever driven around Baltimore and at the red lights looked up and seen one of those wire sculpture things hanging down from the cable?
Yes.
Someone asked, who's behind that? Who does those? And so I found that elusive artist and hung out with him and talked to him about his illegal street art.
Nice.
So
Okay.
Do you
I'm pretty
disguise
sure-
his voice, or do you give him full
That's
credit
right.
for everything?
I'm pretty sure local comedian Umar Khan hire that guy to put
Yes.
up a sign that said "Marry me,"
Yep.
and that's how he
when he
did
proposed to his wife. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, this artist does take commissions. So if you're interested in proposing to someone and want to do it in a really hip Baltimore way, maybe
Tommy,
Umar can put you in touch with him.
Tommy, we gotta reach out to this guy and see if he'll go to Pasadena and put up a goatsy one for us.
Yeah. Also,
If the price is right.
if you do avant-garde street art in Baltimore, I think you have to call yourself Stanksy.
He had a cool place though. He lived in a one of those artist warehouse loft work.
Oh,
work loft,
over the fucking copycat.
copycat building.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Ah,
The
man,
place was
we
big
used to-
enough. He has a fucking quarter pipe in his home.
Yeah, I can
He
see
can
it. Those
ride his
places are.
skateboard around in his house and just it's cool. It's nice.
No, those
of him.
places are giant and weird. I definitely used to have
Yeah.
a lot of friends who lived over there back in the day. Used to throw some shows over there, but
Yep.
that's a very long story for another day. Speaking, are we done? Aaron?
Yeah.
Next person?
Moving
Okay.
on.
I don't want to cut you off. Okay, but okay. Speaking of stories, I do have a fun little story. I did a podcast with this person's partner on Sunday, and at one point she was like, "Hey, do you have anything you can plug? Where people find you on social media or stuff?" And I was like, "Well, here's my Twitter." And I also I do this podcast called Laughfinder, which I guess you could listen to. It's a little hateful. And then she was like, I have this conversation with Dorian every single day. Ladies and gentlemen, your Shame Master, none other than Dorian Gray.
We're hateful.
Dorian, you're currently on mute, Dorian, just so you know.
And that's
There
how
you go.
everybody dies.
Oh,
Your
Yeah.
partner doesn't like the Laugh Finder show, Dorian?
She actually listens to it a fairly amount, but
Oh, yeah, no.
often she's just like, these guys.
Oh, no, it wasn't that she dislikes the podcast. I just had to give like 5 disclaimers before telling people to listen to the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just like, it's a very adult podcast. We say some things at times. It's really the Wednesdays you got to look out for.
Where does she rank us in levels of cancelability? Like, who's the number one? Is Tommy like the number one seed?
You're right between Don Imus
Oh,
and
and Grease Man.
Oh, man. I'm sorry I
It's
called
like-
Aaron a nappy-headed hoe.
Oh, I forgot
think-
about that. Yeah.
I think her description was a more tolerant David Duke.
Oh,
I'm sorry, a
I'm
less
not-
tolerant David Duke.
thank you.
No, I'm just kidding. No,
I'm here to succeed. Driven to Succeed, also available on Amazon Prime. Check it out, Brian Preston.
Brian, let me see your hand. What's going on with your hand?
Oh, you missed it. I talked about it during. I gashed the shit out of it. If you know, you've been inside my house. You know how that light fixture over my front door is covered in jagged glass?
Yeah.
I almost fell down the stairs. I threw my hand up to counterbalance. So I just cut the shit out of the back of it. So, yeah.
Did you then fall immediately afterwards?
No, actually, I did not fall over. I was just like, oh dear, I have gored my hand. I'd better go wrap this up. As it was, you know what, frankly, much like my favorite 90s candy, it was a gusher.
They're not a candy. They're a fruit snack.
Okay, Tommy, this is why you have diabetes.
they were my fruit.
Tommy, no, eating 5 bags of gushers
Yeah.
a day is not healthy. That's not what they
What?
mean by 5 servings.
What?
Of
Oh God, what have I done?
May cause adult diabetes by the time you hit
Also-
35.
Also, circus peanuts aren't a vegetable. All right.
What? No.
Oh my
they're a
God, that is-
lagoon.
Yeah, they're like
That
They
is
were
the
discovered by
nastiest.
George Washington Carver, if I'm not mistaken.
No. Jesus.
They are the nastiest snack in humanity.
Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
black
because those
licorice.
circus peanuts, my doctor told me I'm gonna have to legume my foot.
Jesus. Welcome to Laughfinder.
So, Dorian, I saw you were enjoying some dinner there while we were warming up the show. Had a little corn on the cob. What else was on the menu?
So she grilled sausages on the grill, and she thinks I'm strange now because I asked for cheese on it.
Oh, everything's better with cheese on it.
Yeah.
What's the matter with that?
Wait, she's on what now?
My sausage, like a grilled sausage. Apparently, she'd never heard of that before.
I mean,
Cheese
but
and sausage.
yeah, but like, yeah.
And now she thinks I'm a weirdo, as opposed to all the other times.
So really, this was the straw.
That was
This,
it.
that was the line. That was the line.
She now no, when Willy Wonka asked for cheese on his sausage, and the Oompa Loompa was like, "What a weirdo this guy!" Oh well, back to the kitchen. Come on, fellow slave midgets.
Whoa! I signed up to drown kids, not whatever the fuck this is.
So,
Alright.
Dorian, are we ready to
Yes,
rock and roll, or
absolutely.
do you want to?
Let
You
us
have some
go.
things about your life you want to talk about, or?
Oh,
He's just waiting for
nothing.
you to say the magic word so
Yeah,
he can
let's
start
get this
rapping.
started. That's
Yeah, let's do it.
Alrighty, here we go. Get this beat going. All right, you guys hear the beat?
There you go.
Don't worry, Ben's gonna edit it.
Yeah, there's some work to be done in post on this one. Here we go. Previously on the Laughfinder show, things started off with an eerie glow, a flash of light, and then things got weird when an android in an old hat appeared. We've seen him before. His name is the Stranger, tells us that we're in imminent danger. No shit, we ate danger for breakfast. The hole sniffing dudes are straight up reckless. We struck down the tunnel like the king of the block, and off walks motherfucking Hemlock. Now he's all alone, and he's not so tough when some muggers step up and try to take his stuff. He says, "Hey, this must be a misunderstanding. Without my friends, I'm not very commanding." Tough luck. He gets jumped by the bad guys, but his friends show up just before he dies. It's a motherfucking battle royale. Sparks fly like the Battle of Guadalcanal. We're bloodied and bruised, but we can't be stopped. And when the dust settles, you know who's on top. Slaughtering the enemy is quite laborious, but in the end, we emerge victorious. And now I'd like to pass the mic to a man who makes Tina Turner look like a dyke. He could turn you gay. Here's motherfucking Gay Master Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray. Motherfucking Gay Master Dorian Gray.
I don't think you can say that.
You can't say that? Did I do a
No,
faux pas?
Holmes, I don't think you can be saying dyke no more, man.
You can't say that? Oh,
Yeah, I don't think you can, dude.
I thought that was okay. No. All right.
No, they can, but you can't.
All right. Wait. Not everybody is in, actually.
Oh, wait, shit. Sorry, I had it up. I forgot to join.
Hold on.
Now who's the most cancelable member of the crew?
Oh man, Jesus, Aaron, you had 2 more days until retirement.
Oh, man. Walk up to the mic, you know I gotta grab it.
Anyway, moving on as quickly as possible here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Don't worry, Ben's not gonna.
No, we're never gonna make that into a soundboard.
You're fine.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Oh,
All right.
Jesus.
Yes.
Oh, man.
When we last left off. Wait. Why are you not?
What else rhymes with pass the mic? That's the problem.
I don't know. These are rhymes that I like.
He's already murdered the alphabet.
All right. So
Now it's time to pass the mic to a nice guy who we all really like.
Edit that, put that back in. Put that back
Yeah,
in.
fix that.
Like a
And
happy day. Here's Mugga Huggin' Game Master Dorian Gray.
There we go.
all right.
That's what I meant
All
to
right.
say.
Yes. So you had just completed a combat where there was you were attacked by raiders. There was John Thud, the Junkyard Warg.
Man.
There was one other person, but I guess he's dead too.
Yeah, there was 3 on. They're dead though.
I'm dead.
I'm dead too now.
Let's see.
Man.
Of all of Dorian's foes he sent after us, my favorite of all of them has to be a rapier Cosby. Is probably my favorite name that I've seen through all of them.
Oh, he was the swashbuckler that fought with the rapier.
Yeah, yeah.
Game Master Dorian, I have a question for you.
Yes.
We ended off last episode having slaughtered these 3 enemies, but
Correct.
we ended the episode before we got to loot them.
Oh, you also ended before I gave you XP.
Okay, all right, let's talk XP and looting.
Let's see. You guys are level 3, correct?
Correct. Make sure you go to fiveplatedclothing.com.
Okay, so that's 100 XP.
What's our total right now out of 1,000? I have 0 out of 1,000 on my character sheet. That's probably wrong.
No, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So now we have 100.
Just leveled up.
Yep.
All right, 100. Cool.
All right. You have 100 XP. Looting these guys, you don't find much. You find a combination of like 40 silver total. And you find weapons that unfortunately were broken during the combat, stuff you probably won't get a decent amount of money for. Let's see.
Sure. Well, in a previous episode, the episode before that, we had gotten a loot crate that had some good stuff in it.
Yes,
Alchemist
that's
Fire, Bracelet of Dashing, Healing Potion, Potion
Yeah,
of
that
Fire,
was,
Retaliation.
that was actually what they were hoping to pillage,
Ah, okay.
so that they would have good stuff. But yes,
All their coins
So-
are keystered in them.
yeah.
In the pockets.
Dig deep, boys.
Now, if I remember correctly, we're descending through these subterranean Cedravest tunnels to get to some sort of central area where we're
Yes.
hoping to encounter a, what are those brain things? A harvester, a deep harvester who is maybe flipped and is kind of not
Yes,
with the other harvesters.
Sir Ichabod Theophilus Prentice Horace Dante, who you met in the underground village, tells you about an encounter he had where he was actually saved by one of the mysterious monstrous harvesters. And you are going back there hoping to get in contact with it because it seemed to be intelligent and it might have some deeper knowledge of what is going on here. So
Interesting.
you continue on your way. If you notice below you, the floor looks very different. You're underground, but the floor is not dirt or stone. The floor looks like a series of metal plates, almost. You go along pretty much a straightforward tunnel with metal under your feet until you come to sort of an impasse. It's like a fork in the road, but instead of left and right, it's high and low. He says,
Can I sniff these holes? Time for me to sniff these holes.
and see
so
what you
maybe-
can find?
Yeah, see if I can tell if I can tell if one smells more like a harvester hole, old Harvey hole.
I
Uh,
noticed because
give-
I'm an Android and I specialize in Android autism. I noticed that the floor is a bit curved, so I actually refer to it as a spork in the road.
Wait, is autism where you can detect where the floor's uneven? Because I can do that in my basement now that I put floorboards.
Hey, you want to know something? You'll know forever too.
Give me I'm gonna say a survival roll.
Okay. Just fine. I think it's this. All right, here we go. I have a +5 in survival. We're gonna click on it. Here we go, boys. Here's the roll.
All right, let's.
23.
Listeners, it's a 23. That's
All
a
right.
good survival roll.
This
Oh my-
provides you with some vital information. So if you're looking to see where to track the harvesters, their unique scent, which you took care to lodge beforehand,
In my stank bank.
yes, it comes from both, but you do pick up other distinct things from each option. From the one going down, it's noticeably darker, and your whiskers can feel the cold coming from it. And the other one, it's noticeably lighter, and you even from here you can feel what is almost a blistering heat.
All right, boys. I got a hot hole and a cold hole. Which hole should we go down?
Oh, there's also distinct sounds that you pick up.
Uh-huh.
In the hot one, there is almost a sort of boiling.
Okay.
And in the cold one, there's a sort of almost subtle hum, like a rhythmic metallic clanking.
What if can I pull out the that little specimen of jar and see if it reacts, like if I point it in one direction or
You
the
mean
other?
the Jarvister?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you can. It's starting to go stale a little bit. But let's see. From
I take a little bit of it out and I put it in my mouth like sometimes it just needs a little bit more juice.
Like an ASMR?
Yeah.
and you think you see it move near the darker area.
Oh, so the harvester I think could be down there. Or is it just going to the bad harvesters, not the one that's broken away? Because this one is part of the fucking bad ones. I don't know.
You don't think it would know.
Yeah.
Well, now I will remind you that back in episode 30, our friend Ichabod told us that there's this underground chamber with glass containers, and that the harvesters were filling the containers with the mysterious liquid. So maybe the one with the boiling sound is the sound of the liquid in these containers?
Well, the other one sounds more like machinery.
Yeah.
And we're getting a reaction out of the harvester chunk.
And going down is going more underground.
Yeah. Let's check it out. You want to go down in this hole?
All right.
Easier to go down than up.
Well, we followed our bylaws, which was to sniff the hole first. So let's go, boys.
Yeah. Don't worry, we sniffed both these holes, Birdman.
He says, Theophilus says, I think first we should rest.
Yeah, it's probably sensible.
I go,
No.
yeah.
And he
Fine
goes,
if you're a pussy. As we're all like beat the fuck up. Sure, pussy.
he's like,
Oh, yeah.
all right, everybody hold still. Everybody roll a d8 plus 1
Oh.
and give yourself that many HP to start off with.
I actually apparently did not get hit in the entirety of last combat, so you guys can just have my HP.
Slash R, no, R slash.
Slash R, I think. Slash.
Yeah, slash R
It's-
space
space
1d4.
one.
1d
It's the opposite of Reddit, and it always throws me off.
plus 1.
Plus 1.
Oh, Hemlock got 8.
Oh, I got 4.
So I'm going to add 8.
Oh, I
hit
got
points
4
to my
too.
shit. 8, 20, okay. Thank you,
Alright.
Ichabod, the Birdman.
And let's see. Chevy is going to do the same.
Listeners will remember that Chevy got like mega killed last episode. He had to be stabilized.
Everybody give yourselves another 3.
Oh, good.
I'm only down 17, but I'm feeling a lot better. Plus, we're going to sleep, so you get your con bonus plus 1.
Your con, let's
Your
see,
level
what
plus
is
your con bonus, right?
it's your con bonus times your level.
Yeah, so I have a plus 1, which is awesome.
Really? With a plus 1 Constitution?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and I realized that.
Is it like high as fuck strength?
Yeah, I'm plus
Okay.
3.
Oh,
in
and Dex.
Jerry.
Oh, okay.
I realized that I get my level in reagents when we rest, not just 2 reagents.
Let's see.
Which having a higher con would be very helpful.
Yeah, it's kind of like a.
Yeah.
Your wrestling trainer was Glass Joe.
Your wrestling trainer was Razor Ramon now.
I was gonna say I have the training regimen of Scott Hall.
Sorry, Brian.
I mean, it
Hey.
hurts me too.
No,
I mean,
hey, you're in that picture with me and him.
I know
son.
we've met him.
How can you look at that picture of fat me and skinnier you and Scott Hall together?
So you find yourselves wandering along. It takes about another day or two.
Damn.
Yeah, you're going deep in. It gets colder and colder until finally. Oh, by the way, you guys can fully heal.
the entire time I don't stop singing the song "Lonely Road" by Green Day.
Until finally, you find yourselves. Theophilus says, "Oh no, oh no! A bit of this has crumbled since I've last been here. This will be treacherous."
Hmm.
And
I'm going to be sharing the screen here, listeners.
Gosh.
Yep, here we go. New map is loading. Share this to our viewers.
all right, can everybody see?
We see our characters in a completely black screen.
Oh no, I see.
No, I see.
No, I see it shit.
Move your guy.
You
Move
do?
your guy here.
Somebody does.
Maybe I'll hit refresh on here. What happens
Yeah.
then?
Oh man.
All right, so everybody should be able to see now, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So what you see is the area starts to crumble, and you hear the subtle hum of machinery from below you.
Hmm.
So this is
Anybody hear that
below us. We
subtle
see all
hum?
these pipes and stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
far below, actually. Chevy goes to the side and looks down here, and all of a sudden he is encapsulated by a blue light
Oh.
that sort of grabs onto him from across and then just sort of yanks him down into the pipes.
Chevy,
Ah,
where
gonna
you
miss that
going? Be careful.
gosh, he's a slave to the pipe.
And suddenly you see something from across the area. Well, there are two things you see. One of them is some large sort of machine.
Mm-hmm.
It's circular in nature. Can you all see that?
Yes.
A circular machine. Ah,
To
yes.
our north.
Some kind of a sundial.
Oh yeah,
looking
yeah, I
thing.
see that. Yeah.
The second thing you see is some sort of thing that seems to be shiny gold metallic.
Yeah,
It's
kind of like a C-3PO looking thing.
its legs shift and immediately erupt into flames as it takes off into the air.
Whoa.
Oh God.
And
Gosh.
Oh, oh wow!
Oh. You
And-
there, machine man, go get our friend.
and it says, and I quote,
Mm.
and you see how it has these two eyes here?
Yes.
They begin to glow red, and the circular drill-like thing on its appendage begins to spin.
I would at this point like to say, gosh, I think he's in love with one of you.
Oh Lord, he's gonna put that buzzsaw in one of us.
Yeah, I mean his eyes are red, the color of love, and he's got this penis thing.
One of its legs begins to sort of fall apart. One of its eyes falls off. It's clearly very old and in disrepair.
I think he's got robetes.
But you all can go ahead and roll initiative.
All right.
Can I sense motive?
Yes. You
Okay.
sense that its motive is death.
But maybe we could be friends. We're into death too. It's my favorite band.
Here
They
we
do
go. Here
slap.
comes the roll. Its name is Andy Circuit. 26 for hentai. 24 for Andy Circuit. 22 for
22.
Goofy.
Oh, we're rolling initiative. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Here we go.
Man, and he's
That's
gonna be
battle axe.
just the all rightest Robin. Or
All right,
fucking
now
out.
go into the battle encounter tab and hit your D20.
That's the fist.
What? Oh, it's not the sword crossed swords.
You do. You click that.
You already
did
that
you
part.
Up.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah.
Now
then-
I go to fist,
Yeah.
and now I
Now you
just
roll.
click on here. Oh, I see.
All right, 27 for Jordan. Couldn't let me be first. That's cool. Oh, you took improved initiative, didn't you?
Listeners, the whole sniffing dudes are rolling good initiative rolls here all around.
All right. It advances towards you with murder in its eyes. But first is the mighty Jordan.
Mighty Jordan. You know what? I'm gonna roll up to this fool, get right up in his face, like so. And I'm gonna go see if I can knock this motherfucker right off his feet as my first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
do
right.
it.
He's only got one leg, man.
And then, yeah, I mean, it seems like
It only has one
an
leg.
important-
That's 2 legs.
No, it has 2 legs, but one of them's like sort of in
Oh,
disrepair.
like dragging
Yeah, one of them's got
behind
a
it.
fucked up leg, yeah.
Oh, well, Eric's going to laugh at it when it reads all the things that it's going to be competing in.
I guess that's gonna be the
Yeah.
trip here.
Really nothing.
I know, hey, buddy.
I know.
It's
It was a
okay.
monster shot. No one took it.
Hey. Oh, speaking of monster shots, you know what? Save that for when we're off air. I already told you.
Let's see.
Oh, okay.
The large march.
Oh, yeah.
Get the juices larger than you.
Which, God.
So it's
Jordan is
athletics
attempting Titan Wrestler on the.
versus It's what? Let's see. The critical. I believe it is versus its.
It's versus target's reflex DC. So it's athletics check versus your reflex. Ooh, I got to
Ashley.
actually see that.
Brian,
Okay.
Ashley's in chat. Ashley,
Let
Brian
me do
told
my
us what
athletics
Woo
check.
said about Charlotte looking like large Mark.
Yeah. So that's one action.
I mean, Jesus, that was just.
Oh, I guess I didn't. Did I not trip it?
No.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna try to attack this thing with the mighty Miss Elizabeth.
Okay.
Yes.
21.
Jordan with a 21 attack roll. That sounds promising.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Okay. Tight.
Here comes the damage.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
You whack it with the mighty Miss Elizabeth.
Jordan, I don't. Is that your? That says unarmed attack. Are you sure you hit the right button?
No,
it
you
was-
did that wrong. Yeah, you gave
Oh,
yourself a
yeah.
cluster.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be 1d12.
Oh, that's much
There's
better.
a-
There we
that's
go.
more like an Miss
There you go.
Elizabeth hit.
Damage.
18 damage, listeners.
Thank you for catching that.
You see that
You're
some
welcome.
metal dents it, and it takes a step back, but is otherwise unfazed.
Harsh.
Boom. And let's see.
Oh, another thing this week, Tegan didn't believe that Pee Wee Herman was as big as he was.
Oh man, Pee Wee Herman was fucking huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a child then, but we all had Pee Wee mania. I mean,
He's a cultural icon.
yeah.
He changed
were-
the face of Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
All right.
no, it was. God, it was a simpler and better time in many ways. Now everyone, what are we
All
going
right.
to do, Pee Wee?
I don't know.
I think you have one more
Oh.
action.
Or Terry.
Yeah, no, it was
Terry.
like,
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
Terry, what gives?
oh,
No. Oh, next is hentai.
All right, Hentai's going to be like,
Billy, can you-
down. I know
Billy,
you are, but what am I?
please stop jerking off in front of the telephone. You know she can see you.
Pee-wee, are you hurting? Are you
Terry,
hurting
you came to
yourself?
this movie theater so I could jerk off. You're being a real weirdo by watching me. Eyes forward, Terry.
Oh man,
Isn't that right, Tissuey and Luby?
man. Oh man, then like Tissue's
These
like,
little cum rags are like,
hi
Pee-wee.
no one else like, help me!
Pee-wee, would you like to use my arm as a flashlight?
Ah, God's like Cherry's like, why do you look me in the eyes while you do it? I don't do a good Cherry. I do Cherry, but
Okay, I'm gonna whip out the alchemist crossbow that I've already have loaded with acid rounds, and I'm gonna shoot an acid round at this jabron, if you will.
I
I'm
will.
like, nothing metal hates more than a wee bit of acid. I'm disabled. That's a 19.
That's a miss.
All right. I'll take one more. I got to reload, and then I'll take my next shot at it. That's a 15.
That's a miss. All right. Let's see. Next is Hemlock Valerian.
You listen to me, C3PO. I am going to harm you with a spell that goes like this. I'm going to use, I'm going to attack him with a spell I haven't had a chance to use yet. Soundburst. A cacophonous noise
Ooh.
blasts out, dealing 2d10 sonic damage. Each creature must attempt a fortitude save. So I go, oh, right. And sound waves start to emanate from me and
Nice.
go straight
I
out.
always thought that
Is that
the
a spell
soundburst
attack
was...
or a reflex?
It is, it says, each creature must attempt a fortitude save.
Fortitude save. All right. And what's your class DC?
My class DC is on here somewhere, I imagine.
Should be the first page. Class DC. Is it on the first page? No, it's on your. It's on your spell casting page.
Duke of Earl.
19.
Oh yeah, spell DC 19. There you go.
All right. And a sound wave erupts from Hemlock Lugosi, rocketing toward this strange automaton being, and it makes a fortitude save.
Oh man, that's
All right, so roll your damage and do half.
Okay, half damage for sound burst. I'm gonna cast. Wait.
Soundburst is every time I bust listening to that Sarah McLachlan sad dog song.
oh man.
How do you last so long?
I know. I'm just like
14, 7 damage.
All right. That seems like it hurts it. And it's sort of, you see wires begin to pop out of it and it starts to spark in different places. It is its turn. And it says, unauthorized intrusion must destroy.
gosh.
Jeez.
I had $1 for every time I heard that.
Haven't you been on this podcast already?
Yeah. Don't you know him? I'm like, hey, Jordan, don't you know this guy? I mean, isn't he like one of your bros or something?
And it will attack Hemlock.
No,
Are
but
you
if
coming
I
over
beat him,
here? Wait
I
a
get
minute,
to have
man.
his power to use against the next guy.
Yeah. Tell your cousin to back off.
Let's see.
Yeah, can I equip Leaf Man's power? I think that's actually the.
Oh, that doesn't look good.
I would like to use a retributive strike to at least do some to block at least I think like 5 damage from whenever they do hit Aaron.
Okay.
Or I do believe that, and then also hit the motherfucker as well, of course. But
God
Oh. Listeners, he's rolled a major attack roll and a major damage roll against me, which is not a very strong character. This is
You're only gonna take 21 points of damage because Big Daddy's got.
Yeah, you're all right. I like he folds. He hits him in the stomach, just folds him like laundry. Just blue.
I'm a lover, not a fighter. What are you doing to me?
Man, this is like when I hit one of those children.
He like punched you so hard, you just shit your own intestines in your face.
So that took what? 21 points of damage? Oh, okay.
Let's see. It moved, and then it hit, and then you see its body start to. Oh, before that happens, you get to take your strike.
Yeah, let me take my strike with the war flail.
Okay, that's a nice attack roll of 22, listeners.
22?
That's
war
a hit.
flail, trusty war flail.
All right, good old war flail. Not a war fail. And then let's 12 damage.
Nice.
All right, so 7 damage. All right. Next, I guess it will hit Hoofy.
Oh, what the fuck, man? This is I hit it?
Say it again?
Just because I hit it? I'm kidding.
Wait,
Yes.
who was given? Didn't somebody get like a lightning ring or something? Lightning rod?
Oh, I have. Let me check my equipment or my weapons. All right, interesting.
It hits Hoofy.
Well, gosh.
Shock rod.
And
Yeah. Hit it with that.
for 15.
That's not
Okay.
bad.
That's
Okay.
not great.
I mean, he didn't crit you.
No, he didn't.
But that's the end of his turn, and it is now his turn.
Okay, so it's a large-sized creature. I don't need to move to hit it, do I?
Yes.
Oh, I do need to move to hit it?
Yes.
Well, like, is that enough movement?
Yes. One moment, please.
Now, quick question, though. Now, it's not... Now, given its size, though, it's not like if I moved... if I took the time to move here, it would be flanked, because it's not technically... It's large, so it's not like... It's got, like, extended reach or some shit, right?
It does.
Okay, so I only need to move here, and if I moved to here, I wouldn't be considered flanking it, right?
No, not unless someone else was directly adjacent to it.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to get a little clarification on that for the sake of clarity. So I have done my one movement, so I am now in melee range.
One moment, please.
Oh, does it get a fucking attack of opportunity?
It does.
Oh, fucking course it does. Well, whatever.
Oh, fuck.
Man, he gets
Wow.
a plus 16 to his attack rolls, listeners. This is not good. It's a man among boys, this robot.
Yes, it is a Ben Hancock.
Oh,
Fuck, Dorian! Cool. So one of our sturdier characters, are now down to 12 hit points.
All right. Now it's your turn.
Is it, though? Is it my turn?
If I were you, I would have move on the other side of it so that all someone has to do is step to it and it's flanked.
yeah.
Could I still do
You already
that?
took that.
Yeah,
hit of
you can still do
opportunity.
that.
Okay. Just gonna go over here, and then Jordan can flank him. Okay.
All right. And next action is yours.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit it for way less damage if I do hit it. Alright, let's get it.
Use that trusty war
Wait,
flip.
why would you hit it for way less damage?
Because it hit me for 22 fucking damage, Dorian!
Oh, way less damage than hit. Yeah.
Yes, I cannot hit it for... I don't get 2 times 1d8 plus 9. Whatever, I hit it with a 25. I'm gonna assume that hits.
That hits.
I'm gonna hit it for like 12 damage. I'm gonna be thrilled. Oh wait, no, that was my fucking damage roll again, or my attack roll
Nice.
again.
14 damage, listeners.
14 damage,
Nice.
and
He's just
I'm
gorshing it up this whole time. You'd know.
gonna go for that -5 on my last action. 18.
That's a miss.
Oh, BKB. I'm gonna die back here.
Next is the mighty Jordan.
Get him.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I lost Brian. It's doing that weird thing where I can see all of you but not Brian. anymore.
Oh, weird.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna raise it up.
Is it flanked?
Did that go?
Maria?
If it was at where his foot is, it would be
Yeah,
fine.
move down one.
Move down one so you're flanking it.
Okay.
So you'd move
Let's
like
do
to like
that.
right. Yeah.
Enrage myself, and we're gonna do a little hit with the old Miss Elizabeth.
right.
So let's go that.
Jordan has tapped into his inner fury and begun raging.
And
He
because
strikes
I'm
with Miss
flanking-
Elizabeth and gets a 19 plus
With
flanking.
flanking, that's a hit.
Fuck.
Okay, good. And then we'll go ahead and roll damage.
All
right. Do another 16 to this fool.
That's good damage.
And then
All
did
right.
it add my yeah, it added my bonus. Well,
Yeah.
did it? Did it add my plus
I
two
automatically
for
put
being
that.
enraged? Okay.
Yeah, I'd automatically put that in Miss Elizabeth.
Got it.
All right. Next is Hentai's turn.
All right, then. I'll be like, see if I load and shoot the crossbow again. It's 2 more actions. I'm going to call him. I'll be like, oh, what a dirty fucking Monday. He's already beat the piss out of Hemlock, and he's already smacked around fucking Goofy. Fuck this Monday.
Gosh, you legally can't call him a Goofy.
I will,
He retreats and leaves.
Sora!
bye. First arrow, 22.
That's a
That's a
hit.
good hit.
All right, second arrow, 24.
Ooh, critical
That's a crit!
hit.
Oh, thank God!
That's a critical. That's a hit.
Let's do up this damage first, since this bypasses any damage resistance. First arrow's damage, 6.
It's a 6.
And
Okay.
then the second arrow, which is critical,
It's a 12. Listeners,
18 damage on him.
Mm-hmm.
Called him a Monday. Okay, I got, and then shot my third and fourth shot on him. 8 and 12. No, nope.
All right. So the damage for what was the combined damage? That's 8. That's 6 plus 12, right?
18. Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently Scott Hall has passed away, and it's apparently according to comments made on a tabletop gaming podcast. So,
you know it's true.
Next is Hemlock Valerian.
Okay.
Let's raise one for Chico.
How many turns? How many actions does it take to empower my homeboy's weapon?
For now, just one.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to empower Hoofy's war flail.
Oh, are you
With
casting magic weapon?
Magic weapon, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's 2 actions.
Oh, is it? Well,
Yeah.
in that case, I'm gonna try. Okay, my first act.
I would say maybe hit him with that soundburst, possibly. Just
Yeah,
'cause I
I'm
think
gonna hit
that,
him with
like-
soundburst, and then I'm gonna back away.
Yeah, get your squishy ass out of here. I appreciate the thought, though.
Okay, soundburst. Here we go again. We're gonna
Or
try
the
this again.
electricity. You're gonna do sound burst or electricity.
Oh, if you have
Well, I
electric
think-
magic, yeah, that's...
Okay, I'll hit him with the shock rod. Am I close enough to be in tactical range to him?
No, you have to move to him, but he already spent his attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I'm gonna scoot up to him, and now I will use the shock rod.
You must be in his chakra to hit him with the shock rod.
Stick it in one of his holes.
Here we go. Ugh. I'm gonna take a hero point.
Woo!
Yes!
Come on, here we go.
18.
19, 20.
Wait. Wait, is that electricity damage?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's
I
a
attack
hit.
with a weapon I'm wielding, targeting him.
Yeah. It's a hit.
All
Roll
right.
your damage.
Compare the result to the target
Shot
creature's
the
AC
monkey.
to determine the effect.
Roll your damage.
Okay.
All right.
Roll your damage and add 5.
9 plus 5.
Fuck yeah.
14.
Every day to make a living. Working
All
out
right.
your
And then with my last turn, if you don't mind, I'm going to just kind of.
It's all robbing and no givens.
All right. So you shock it with the electric rod. It seizes up, and it does the closest thing you've heard to an android scream in pain as it convulses. Um,
Do you speak construct or anything?
I speak
Jordan?
and Android.
Can you try talking to it?
Yeah. Can I do that now, Game Master?
yeah, you can try.
Can I ask it? I was just like, hey, we hey, we can make this all stop right now if you just want to give up. Otherwise, we're gonna give you a little bit more of the light of life. Yeah.
Or you could have told it that we're not intruders. We're here to do maintenance. Instead of threatening it.
Let me threaten my own kind. I know how to
Sorry.
talk to 'em.
Sorry.
It says, Maintenance Automaton 157, resume debris cleanup, and attacks you.
Oh.
I go, never mind.
Oh, man, this thing's attack roll is just
34.
beastly.
Who's it attacking?
And so here's the thing. When Hemlock shocked it with the shock rod, it still has like electric arcs, and one of its appendages is crumbling even as it strikes Jordan.
Oh, thank God. I'd also like to retributive strike to prevent 5 points of damage to Jordan.
Okay.
Just because I can't do that for myself.
So I just take 19.
So you would take 14.
Okay, nice.
Nice.
And then I'm going
And
to
go
hit
ahead.
it.
Come on, Brian.
Flail, don't fail me now.
17.
Well, 15.
It's flanked.
It's flanked.
Yeah, it doesn't get the bonus to damage, only to hit.
Okay.
Let's see. Ooh, that hurt.
Yep. All right, Brian.
It begins to. You take an arm clean off.
Okay.
It begins to stumble as it slowly turns around.
Oh, no.
Motherfucker!
Let's see. You have. No, it's actually your turn.
Oh, thank God. All right. Well, again, hey guys, what was your favorite, your second favorite Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan movie? Mine was, of course, You've Got Flail.
Yeah.
Hero point.
Oh,
And
Hoopy rolls
also,
a critical fail on his
Thank you
flail.
for your opinion on the
gonna get
joke
some war.
Foundry.
There's gonna be a hero point.
That was a flail fail.
It
listeners.
was. So, hero point on that shit.
Oh, it's a critical hit!
Oh! Feast of fucking famine.
From rags to riches, ladies and gentlemen.
What are you,
Hoopy
Mickey
with a critical hit on the war
Coachella's
flail.
I don't know. Also, I don't know which time this is Mickey Coachella's life.
Listeners, it appears that we have successfully killed the automaton. The robot is dead with a skull on it on our game board. Can it be?
All right. As
huge relief.
a bloody, battered Hoofy crunches his flail into the automaton, you see its head just like snap about at a 90-degree angle, and then its knee joint literally come out, and the creature completely crumbles like a well-detonated building. It just sort of caves in on itself.
Nice.
Well done.
Are there any
Dibs on
parts of this? Is there any parts of this I could salvage to maybe use as enhancements to my own physique?
You would not want to. This thing is literally at least hundreds of years old.
I want to get some scrap off
If I
of it.
did, would I then be able to register my body as an antique officially?
Oh yeah, you pay less on car insurance, but you can only use your
Yeah.
body on Fridays and to and from car shows.
Well, now we
Yeah.
appear to be facing the riddle of how to get to this machine that's on this game board that is across some sort of chasm.
Well, if you will also remember, Chevy has been pulled down into this chasm.
Right, there's that too.
I think he's just gonna show up again next week.
But we
Chevy,
are at
okay?
we are
like-
out of time.
Oh,
What if
that's
he's
true.
like, oh, there's a daycare down here, guys? I'm not trapped down there with them. They're trapped in here with me.
Wow.
Do you want
All
to
right. Well,
Starbucks before we come down?
He's like,
Listeners-
"Can you save my life, please?"
we've had a death-defying battle against evil automaton here in this subterranean cavern below Cedrivis, and now nothing but a deep chasm separates us from this mysterious machine, which surely will give us some of the answers we're looking for. Will we figure out how to get over there? Will we be able to save our friend Chevy from the daycare center below? We'll find out next time on the next exciting episode of
Oh, no, you're talking
Laughfinder.
about
Laughfinder.
the bottle. I got more.
All right, guys. Well, this weekend you can catch Eric and I at doing Hit Me 90s one more time at a dispensary in Perryville. I'm very excited to be working at a
Yeah, it's no
dispensary.
problem, boss. Hey, take it easy, boss.
What do you got coming up, Brian?
Oh, well, you know what? If you're listening to this live, you can catch myself and none other than Eric Woodsworth this Wednesday at a restaurant in a strip mall in Columbia for Todd Fleming Presents the Brouhaha. Wednesday, 8 p.m. at, I forget which one. Periodic Table, I think?
Yeah, it's Periodic Table.
Periodic Table, 8 p.m. And then you can catch myself and Master Thomas Simbagel the following Friday somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, at a Moose Lodge in Pennsylvania.
Oh, man, you know what? They're going to love all of my jokes about socialism.
Eric is crapped out.
Oh, God, we got
I'm
two
back, I'm
Erics?
back, I'm back.
Instances of Eric.
Ah,
One's
Jesus.
frozen. Okay.
This won't mess anything up.
Nope. There we go.
Looks fine to me.
What do you got coming up, Eric?
This Wednesday, you can catch me and Brian and the great Matt Brown at the Periodic Table.
Yeah.
So if you're listening to this live, you're wondering why Laughfinder Game Night isn't happening, come on down. You can see us live telling dick jokes.
Yeah, fuck it. We will just play Quip. I'm going to play Quiplash during my fucking set.
I'm not against that.
It's Wednesday. You don't tell me what to do, Todd Fleming's Brouhaha.
Aaron, what do you got
No, I'm
coming
going to
up?
do jokes that people like.
This Wednesday, I have jury duty.
Oh!
So I'm looking forward to that. And that's it. That and listen to the Maryland Curiosity Bureau podcast.
And Dorian, what do you got coming up?
Oh, let's see. This Saturday, I'm going to be at Zissimo's with the ever-talented Michael Furr. And on Sunday, I'm going to be at the Comedy Loft in D.C.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And then the week after that, I'm doing more stuff at various different places.
All right, guys. Well, thanks everybody in chat. I saw Alexander, saw Ashley, saw Chuck. But thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us. As always, may all your hits be critical. May your strike be tried and true. May all your fails be minimal, but nothing lower than a 2. We love you, and we'll see you, I guess, next Monday.
Hey, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.